Hey everybody, Mike here. Wednesday night recording for Mike's Computer Tips. What are we going to talk about tonight? I know I'm on a little bit early, but I wanted to get into a bunch of stuff to help you guys out with different things. So, one thing I want to explain is a lot of people ask me about hard drive capacity and how much space do I have, and do I need what's it called, a bigger hard drive and all that. Well, I'm going to show you how to find how much space you have on your hard drive, how much you're using, how much you have left. And what you got to do is, it doesn't matter if you're on Windows 10 or if you want Windows 11. It's the same thing. Most people's hard drive is C drive. If yours is different, you'll know when you check it out. What you got to do is you go to the folder down here, yellow folder on the bottom. You click that, then you go to My PC, and you'll see I have two drives hooked up. One is the built-in drive, which is a local disk C. Most people have a local disk C. And then I have an E drive here, which is an external SSD hard drive, because my C drive doesn't have a lot of storage on it. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of space, but we'll get into that. I mean, it does have space, but let me explain this. Now, the blue here is how much data I have on the drive. So you could see this is a 225 max hard drive, C222. 3 gigs is associated with the display, so it never shows the exact amount. It's a few less because the screen takes up a couple. So in other words, I have 120 out of another. So in other words, my hard drive is half full, half empty, half full. Now this hard drive is just a little bit of data on it. You can see by the blue. This is a 500 gig hard drive, which is twice the size of that. And you can see 434 gigabytes free of 465. But it's actually a 500 because I do have some data on there. You can also right click on the drive and go down to properties, and it shows you kind of the same thing, but in a pie shaped form. And it explains used. It tells you exactly 101 gigabytes used, and then it's showing the free 120 gigabytes free. And you'll see the same thing on the E drive, what I have. Right click it, go to properties. There's not very much data on here at all, so a little bit used, and I have a lot of that free. You can go to tools. You could actually clean your drive by clicking this, and it'll do a scan. It's an error correcting program. It's built into Windows, and it doesn't show any errors on it. I'll do the same thing on this. Right click it, go to properties, go up to tools, check for errors, scan, and then it'll give a readout after there. Now, defragmentation is another thing that you have, but that's only if you have a mechanical hard drive. SSD solid state hard drives don't need to be defragged. So the only reason you would use a defrag is if you had a regular mechanical, the old style hard drives. And that's over here, which is optimizing defragmentation on the drive. Okay, so no errors on each of the drives. And on here, it also will tell you this general and about your drive and all the different file systems that are on. And if you go to hardware, it'll tell you like what brand drive it is, that kind of thing. Mine is an SSD, Kingston SSD, and that's pretty much it as far as that goes. And on this second drive, I'll go to Properties and Tools. And let me see what else. Hardware. It tells you about the drives on there. Tools gives you the option to check the disk, and we already did that. So I don't have to do anything with that. You can just close that out. Close this out. Now, hard drive is storage space, and memory is like workspace, if you want to look at it like that. If you right-click the Start button and go to System, it'll give you a system about, and it'll tell you how much memory you have in your computer. See right here, under Device Specifications, it says Installed RAM. RAM is memory. So I have 12 gigs, 11.8 usable because the rest is assigned to the monitor. And then it has your Windows version on the bottom. And that's generally what you'll find. So I have 12 gigs and I have pretty much space on my first hard drive and a lot of space on my second. That's how I wanted to set it up because I want to save a lot of stuff on my second one. So if you click on Accounts, it shows you the name, your name on there. Profile shows you your information, all that good stuff. Windows updates, everybody knows what that is. I keep it shut off so I don't have to update it unless I have to. Personalization, you can change the desktop colors if you want. This is the standard one. I use this one. You can change the background, the colors, themes, and all that good stuff. You can lock the screen if you choose to. So that is pretty much that in a nutshell. And a lot of times people ask me, well, how do you get to all my information? The yellow folder on the bottom, if you click that, you'll have My PC, which is your drives, your files and folders here. Your desktop, you can click this and shows the desktop. Your downloads, anytime you download something, it'll show up here in your download folder. And your documents, usually I keep programs in my documents. You should keep important stuff in your documents also, but make sure you have a backup too. Like everything on my documents, I have a backup on another hard drive, and I also have a backup on this computer, so I have two of them. And your picture folder, your music, your videos, and whatever files you have. We went over this. My PC shows my disk drive, which is in the computer. This is my external, and this is the DVD drive, the D drive, it's usually. And you can close that out. Windows 10 and Windows 11 are pretty much the same, except Windows 11 has more add-on stuff. Like if you right-click on the Start button, you'll see all the different things, installed apps, and your power options. Another thing you can check out. You can go to your power option and set up a power plan. And It'll show your power mode and everything else. I say click over here, more about power modes. It'll explain to you if you want to learn about that. But basically, as far as power goes, um, if it's a laptop, it'll tell you like press and sleep button control, press the power button, shut down, press the sleep button, do nothing. That's how I have it set up for my desktop. I always set it up like that because I don't want the computer to go into sleep. I'd rather just turn it on and start it up later on when I come back to it. And when I press the power button, obviously I want it to shut down. There's other options: hibernate, sleep, do nothing, turn the display off. But when I press the power button, that's how I have it set up. So you can go into your power options and make these changes the way you want them. You can adjust all that. So that's really what you can do in there. And you can set up a power, whole, set up the way you want it, like my screen off after, and I put never to everything. But if you want your computer to sleep, you can always change this to sleep, or 5 hours, turn it off. But I like to put everything to never because I would rather do it that way. That's a personal preference, really. So, and then if you go down to the bottom, you can change your power settings, like you have power mode. You can always change that. But once you set this up, you're pretty good. And you have your account, administrator. You can sign into your Microsoft account if you like. I try not to set up Microsoft account because it is kind of a pain. I don't really like to use it. Personalization, we went over that. You can even get to the taskbar here, and you can set it up the way you want. Show our taskbar. This is down here by the clock. So if you leave this on, you'll see the information down here. The program's on the bottom. So that's why I have that one on, but I don't have the other ones on. And that is pretty much it. If anybody has any questions or comments, make sure you leave them in the, get back to me. Leave a comment and, get in touch with me and I'll help you out. So thanks for coming. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment Mike's Computer Tips with another video. I'm here at Thursday night at 7:30, and I've been on for about 14 minutes. So I can go over a couple programs if you like, show you some programs that you may want to get. Right here, CCleaner, which I recommend. It's a free program. You just double click it. You could open it up. CCleaner. That'll clean your all the stuff on your computer, like temporary files and everything. And then I have all these different programs on here. This is an unzip program. If you have folders that you need to unzip, you right click it and then you'll click unzip, and you could do that. So for now, I will check you out later, and thanks for watching.